Welcome back, everyone. GReimer here, coming at you again from the ZAWA server. Now, let's talk some serious stuff. Let's talk hippos. Alright? Hippopotamuses. I honestly can't spell that. But hippos. Alright? About a month ago, actually, I got a comment from Ashlyn Jones who said, please do something for the hippos your wife caught. And then I actually committed saying that's a pretty good idea. And you know what? Today I am going to pay that off because hippos actually would be a nice little addition to the zoo, I think. So I'm over here by the big giraffe, okay? Remember last episode we did a little bit of landscaping and whatnot through this area and I changed all the grass? I'm going to undo it, okay? I mean, I changed my mind on this part because I think this part right here is kind of like a lowland, swampy looking area. Instead of doing grass, I'm going to change that to mud. Now, I'm going to doodad it up. I'm going to really go all out, just like what I do with the other exhibits, you know? And there's going to be a little palisade wall action also kind of enclosing it, but not entirely because if you look at the location of where this is, like on the map and stuff, it'll be right here. And the otter exhibit is supposed to go over here. So this is kind of like in the middle of the zoo-ish. There's stuff here, and I could even put something over here, maybe a little bit later or something. So this is kind of like in the middle. In fact, I think this is where the petting zoo was supposed to go on the original map, but we'll just ignore that for a second. Like I said, things are kind of changing on that map. So over here is where the otter exhibit is supposed to go. So I'm going to need a bridge connecting this area, which could act as like a southern boundary for the hippo exhibit right here. And then we're going to need to kind of close it in on the top and the sides too. So I need to do some terraforming to get this kind of working right. Now I actually did go and look at the chest to make sure I even had hippos and like the wife didn't throw them out or something. Yeah, they're there. We do have hippos. We got 2 of them, common hippopotamus. And this is going to be their home, I'm thinking. So they do like to submerge themselves in water, so I am assuming that they do not drown. But I'm still keeping the water only 1 deep. But I'm going to swap out a lot of this grass that I placed last episode with mud. I'm thinking is going to be the ticket. Now, I do have a way to generate a lot of mud because I used some of it in the Fun Guys mushroom shop back at spawn. So I can always go to my little mud farm and do that. But I'm thinking what I should do is I'm trying to visualize in my head. I'm thinking what I should do is I should actually work on this path here and connect it over to that island. I don't need to actually work on that island yet. Maybe that'll be a next episode or a future one, of course. But I think what I should do is I should plot out the actual space for the hippos. Like they could even be over here, to be honest. Like this could be part of it too. This whole area. I might have to redo this hillside a little bit, but I could make almost like a. Let me get up here a little bit. Yeah, it could be like Did you guys ever see WALL-E? The shape of WALL-E's eyes. Like after he got one damaged, it kind of that's what I'm thinking of the shape of this exhibit. Maybe something like that, you know. It's not an oval. It's kind of like. Bleh. Anyway, I'm thinking about doing a shape, maybe something like that. So I'll probably put a palisade wall-ish along this edge right here. And then that might, oh, actually what would be good is if that connected to the bridge. If the bridge actually ran along the top of the palisade wall, that'd be nifty. Instead of doing, I was thinking about doing it like a suspension bridge, like a ladder or a rope bridge kind of design. But honestly, if it was actually part of the wall, that might look even better. Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. So going, following it along this way then, this area over here, I have to actually finish connecting up these paths. I said I would do that between episodes. I lied, I'm sorry. I'll have to do that quick too, but I need this path to branch off this way and head this towards that way where all of our stuff is stored, because over that way is supposed to be the reptile exhibit. Reptile and snake exhibit. I might actually give a home to the snakes that are plaguing me here on the server. Alright, so I'm going to get to work a little bit here and try to get this path complete coming this way and maybe start working on the palisade wall over there because I need that to kind of circle around and take the place of where this bridge is going to go before I can do anything. So let me do a little bit of that. Alright, check this out. Did some block laying here. I put a couple of blocks down, marking out the palisade wall in the back part of the exhibit here. Now these spruce blocks here are actually going to be lined with steel bars. So this will be, I'm going to have to carve this back a little bit. I'm going to actually add a path right here that connects to this area too. It's going to be kind of a jumbled mess right here of pathways. We got one coming in this way, and then it's going to continue that way, or you could go that way, or you could go that way. So it's going to be kind of like an intersection spot. I don't know if I can put something special here. I'm kind of running out of room in this area. Hi, giraffes. Remember, last episode we made Jeffrey and Melman the chicks. Okay, so these are both female giraffes, Jeffrey and Melman. But yeah, that was last episode. This episode, though, it's all about the walruses, too, which I'm trying to think of names for them. I might actually name one Ashlyn, the other one Jones, after the person who suggested I do it. I guess I could probably do that. But yeah, I got to work on laying the shape out of the exhibit. Now, if you check on the map here, this is the area, actually. It's a very large area for an exhibit, and I only have 2 hippos, so maybe I'll go try to catch more, or maybe I'll just leave it at 2 hippos and I'll have a ton of space. I got to doodad up all the landscape, all the land that's actually in here. I want to change to mud or dirt or something or another, because they're going to be basically surviving in mud and shallow waters. I did go ahead and get this bridge built leading over to where the otter exhibit's going to be, though, and I kind of like it. I might add a couple of fence posts and whatnot on the palisade walls itself, but this looks nice. Like, it doesn't even look like a bridge. It looks like a hunk of land, actually, but no, it's actually a bridge. Cuts right across there. Nifty, huh? And I didn't do anything beyond this point, because this is where I'm going to have to go on to a whole other episode. So yeah, this will be the general shape of it, and there'll be a big viewing area with that path that kind of cuts all around this thing right here. I think that might turn out pretty good. All right, palisade wall in place in the back there. Actually, I see a spot. I see a thing. I see a thing. Ooh, I didn't mean to just chuck that out of my inventory right there. I only picked up 5, really? I thought I dropped a whole bunch. I see a thing right here that's going to bug me. All right, let me go ahead and fix that. Is there any other spots? Yeah, it's right here. Get rid of that. Plug that up. A piece of flint I don't really need. The rest of that stuff I'll touch up a little bit later. All right, so yeah, this stuff is basically complete. I'm going to go ahead and just fill that in right now. And I also need to sleep because it's getting nighttime and terrible, horrible things are going to come out and eat my face. So I got the palisade wall done in back, and now it's time to start working on like the landscaping itself on the inside. But I figured I might as well get some of these steel bars put in place too. Oh, this whole thing sucks right here. I gotta change all of this. Look at this. All right, I'll do that a little bit later, but I got to get some of these steel bars put down right here, lining this exhibit here. So like I said, this is going to have a very large viewing area because of the pathways that are going to run alongside it. I don't want to block off the exhibit, or from I don't want to block off the line of sight from the people traveling by. So this is going to have steel bars around it. Now, steel bars you can't actually jump over, remember, so I'm going to probably open up a couple little spots just so that I can get in there and work. But this needs to get raised up. I did carve this back, this hillside a little bit. So this is where the path is actually going to go. And it's going to connect up right here, actually. So you can kind of circle around the hippo exhibit to see where they're at. Because if they're all hugging like one side, like the north side of the exhibit over here, and you don't see any over on the south side of it, well, then you can just kind of walk over here and see them. It's all about getting a good glimpse at the hippos, you know. Let me just fill in what I got here. I'm going to have to go grab more iron. Shouldn't be a problem because of the iron farm. Oh, that one is totally misplaced. Shouldn't be a problem because of the iron farm, which is still pumping out some iron every once in a while. But that's all I had on me right there, and that was pretty good, actually. That wasn't too bad. Now, this looks a little janky, not going to lie. Let's do something like that, and then I'll doodad that up somehow. And then I can place this one bar over here. All right, so now mud. I'm going to need a lot of mud because I'm going to need to fill that whole area. So how do I farm mud? Now, if you didn't know anything about this before, on the Biomes of Plenty, there's quicksand that you can find. Now, while I was out exploring and looking for animals back in like episode 2 or 3 or something like that, like way back in the beginning, I did find some quicksand, and instead of just passing it up or jumping in it and slowly suffocating to death, I grabbed some of it in a bucket. So when you grab some of it in a bucket, let's just jump down here real fast. I don't trust that water. I'm going to splatter and die. I have every ounce of faith that it's going to kill me. You can actually do this. Now, behind here I have water flowing down, and behind here I have quicksand. So when you get the flowing quicksand mixed with the flowing water, you get mud right there. And so it flows over and turns into mud again. So what I'm doing is I'm picking this up, and it's going right into the chest because it has a hopper underneath it. So I can just sit here and just dig it up as it goes. Now, it used to go a lot faster than this, so I'm thinking that maybe the server is either lagging or going slow, but even still, I'm getting quite a bit of mud. Slowly, I'm building it up. So this is like a cobble generator, only for mud. So I'm going to sit here for a bit, gather up a whole bunch of this stuff, and then I should be good to rock and roll. Alrighty, guys, I collected a bunch of mud. I did a lot of stuff, actually. So funny story, let's have a sit-down chat real quick. And by sit-down, I mean I'm just going to squat here. I did a lot of stuff that you guys are not going to be able to see because I recorded an entire episode from the last clip to the end of it. The whole thing is done. I finished the entire hippo exhibit, including moving the hippos in there and naming them. OBS screwed up. I'm starting this recording right now after I was in the editing room working on it, and I realized that OBS actually froze, and all this back half of this episode was no good. So I'm re-recording this part. Unfortunately, though, I can't redo what I've done because, I mean, it's already done. So I'm going to go give you guys a little tour of what I got done and maybe do a little bit of landscaping to kind of fill in a little bit of time here, and so that you guys don't feel like you're getting gypped out of an episode, you know. So check this out. Okay, so I feel so bad. I hate technical difficulties, but you know, you power through them. All right, so check this place out. Okay, this was one of my favorite builds that we've done so far on the server too. It looks all muddy and whatnot. It looks good. Like I think it does. You guys gotta let me know actually. What do you guys think about this? Does it look kind of like a swampy kind of wetland area for the hippos to roll around? And I made sure to add a lot of water to it. Now here's the thing. Okay, I didn't finish the path block in front of this place, or the paths in front of this place. I got what I was intending on doing. I want a path to come straight through here, and then connect up with the other paths over here that I still have yet to make, including the one that goes to the east and that heads towards the reptile exhibit, which I have yet to make. But check this place out. It looks good, except for I learned one serious flaw, and it's really unfortunate I didn't get it recorded correctly because I got attacked by one of these things through the fence here. So they can attack through the fence. It scared the crap out of me. So yeah, remember, these are still wild animals. Now, the reason why I keep them wild is because I heard there was a kind of bug or something like that where sometimes they might either despawn or starve to death because they don't eat out of the troughs like they're supposed to. I don't know if that's actually true or if that was just somebody scaring me. Maybe I could get a little clarity from Soggy or something on that. But plus, I don't have a whole lot of time that I dedicate solely to this server, meaning like across the week sometimes I'm doing well, you guys see my channel, I do a lot of other series. So as far as keeping them well fed and stuff without them dying, I'm a little concerned about that. So I try to keep them wild and just use name tags on them. Now in this case, one of these is a male and one's a female. I think that's the male and that's the female. Now in honor of the person who suggested that I make a hippo exhibit in the first place, I went ahead and named the female Ashlyn and I named the male Jones. So they're named and everything. I can actually trank them and actually go look at them because they attack me if I if I don't do this. So let's go ahead and get the book out here. So which one is this, Jones? Yeah, it's Jones. All right, so check this out. They can actually swim, so that's good, and they also eat melon blocks, which I think is kind of cool. Now, I didn't put any of this other fun stuff in there, but I think it's good that they can swim because there's water in here. So, yeah, so this is Jones, and Ashlyn's over there then. Now, I'm going to get out of here before Jones wakes up because he's going to get crabby. But, yes, they can attack me through these bars right here, which is a little concerning. But, yeah, this whole build, I went through it step by step on how I put it all together with the foliage in the background and everything like that. And I actually had forgot to put podzol in here, and that's like a perfect block to add to this, you know, and I went through and did it afterwards. And I think it turned out all right in the end. This bridge actually connecting to the otter exhibit, it looks kind of more like land than anything. I didn't do anything past it right here, but it looks kind of like land, and I kind of like how that turned out actually. I think that looks really cool. I might throw some lights or something up on there though. Speaking of lights, it's starting to get dark out. I really should sleep. That's why I laid this down in the first place. Because I don't really want creepers to blow me up and kill me. So, or any of the exhibits, because I don't really want my my animals to get blown up. All right, so it looks like Jones is back awake. So yeah, I can't get too close to the fence without them biting me through the fence. So I was thinking about lowering the ground here and making sure that they can't do that to the guests in the park and stuff like that. But instead, I think what I'll do is I'll add a disclaimer at the front that just says the possibility of you getting eaten is high in this zoo. So yeah, but I do need to finish this path going along the edge of this though, and it's going to stem from here. It's just gonna hug this area actually. Gonna hug the fence the entire way around. I did have to dig this back obviously, but yeah, the hippo exhibit is done. Ashlyn Jones actually, if you are watching, let me know. I need your opinion actually. What do you guys think, or what do you think about this? Does this look good? Every time these things laugh though, I kind of think that there's like a demon from Diablo or something attacking me. He's like, all right, so I got to make this path, though. That's something that needs to get done. So let me start carving the stone out of here because I need this gone. And then I need to get to work on... I also cannot get too close to the fence when the hippos are there because, like I said, they will try to eat me through the fence. Look at that guy. He's standing on top of the log. Or girl. That's actually Ashlyn, that girl. Just Grab this. This is the danger zone right here. Nothing like ticking off hippos. Yeah, so this is a dangerous exhibit. It's definitely not something that you're going to want to let your kids roam free around. All right, so there, got all the stone out of there. Now I got to just dig up all of this. Something, yeah, along the lines of this. Perfect, awesome. Let's get the rest of this grass taken out of here, and then start replacing it with the dirt that we all know and love for the path blocks. Hi, can I get this, please? Thank you. Maybe I'll put up a little sign here warning people to stay back. Hippos can turn very aggressive suddenly. Now this path actually is going to go all the way around. It's going to hug the fence all the way around actually. So this is going to be like an intersection. I should throw something here. This is like kind of a big intersection. Maybe a fountain. I'm thinking a fountain probably would look good. You know what? I got to brainstorm an idea for a fountain, but I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. Now this thing right here, this guy is going to come straight forward and kind of curve just a wee bit. But if I'm going to put a fountain in here, maybe I'll just have it go straight forward and hug the hippo pen also. Marking out paths. Yeah, something like that. All right, now this can actually, like I said, just hug the pen. Okay. Good. All right, now I need to get coarse dirt. I have 6 whole pieces. That's right, count them, 6. Oh, there's some more. Got some more. Okay, that's still not enough. Let's see, I do have this stuff on me, though, so I'm going to make a whole bunch more because I have a feeling that this is going to be important. All right, so now I got a bunch more. Let me get around to slapping some of this in and doodadding up. I gotta dig this back. It's a little too narrow. I gotta do a little bit of work here. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of work here, and I'll pick back up with you in just a sec. All right, bam. Path is put in. All right, so I got that leading along the edge there. Now I might do something here. Like there's a lot of space right here. I keep looking back at those guys because I'm like, I'm gonna get my leg bit off. There's a lot of space right here that I might be able to put like a bench or a little park or something like this. But check this out. I also went ahead and tried to whip up some kind of like fountain kind of thing. Now it is missing one very, very important thing. That's actually the water flowing. But I did get the water put in here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Decent little fountain in the middle of the park. So the path will come up here where I have it carved out, and then it will circle around here, and I might be able to doodad something here with continuing those bushes or something. It'll basically circle completely around here, and this acts like an intersection where you can either go down that path, the one that's going to be right there, or the one up here, in leading to Subscriber Park. So that's kind of the idea of this place. Now I do need to get the water put in though, and I think I'm going to do that right over here. And good, it didn't flow everywhere. That's a plus. Alright, so what do you think? Does that look kind of like a nifty little fountain? I kind of like it. I mean, it's simple, but I mean, it works. So I think I'll just keep it just like that. Alright, so now I just got to finish a little bit more of these path blocks and then connect them all up. And I think that'll be just about it then. All right, there we go. The pathway is done all the way around it there. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, it needs a lot of detailing, especially around the outside of the path. But I mean, it goes around the fountain like it's supposed to, and it you kind of get the idea of what's going on there. So now I just got to doodad up this bush line right here so that it kind of covers up this area a little bit better. So let's get to slapping in a couple of these guys kind of sporadically. Yeah, something like that. That should be pretty good right there. All right, let's go ahead and add a little bit more to it with a little different color leaf there. Now, I like making things look more woodland and whatnot. I think this looks kind of cool. Let's go ahead and bring that up a bit. Bing. Perfect, like that. I probably don't need those flowers here. Although I could move a garden into this area, you know, come to think of it. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. All right, like that. Side fence is actually kind of holding back a little bit of that. Perfect. Okay, so So now these guys can come forward, just like they're creeping just a little bit forward. Now I'm going to probably add a couple of fences in there to try to hold them back as well. Something like that. Alright, let's take a peek at this and let's see what this looks like. Alright, good. Actually, I do like that. Let's go store those things for a second. And I need... Where's the squid one? I think it's the squid one. Yep, there's those guys in there, and then I already have these guys out. And do I have any cobble fences anywhere? Yes, I do. I have them in my inventory. Look at that. It's almost like I was building with them. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a couple of these guys in here. Something like this. It's almost like it's a kind of a fence that's... Ooh, that's not what I want to do. Where it's kind of a fence kind of holding this thing back a bit. It's a little redundant. Yeah, something like that. I mean, actually, I don't really like this or any of that. It does need something though. That should do just fine. It's tough. Sometimes I'm really indecisive. Okay, I kind of like that better. That's better. Okay, and then something like that. Okay, good. That's okay. I'm liking how that turned out a lot better. Now I should put like a lamppost or something here. So let me, oh boy, the recipe for that thing in my inventory is a wreck. I'm just going to go over here and chuck these things out completely. Where's my blocks chest? Or I call it my chest, but it's actually a backpack. Let's go ahead and drop some of these guys back in here. I am going to need the gravel, come to think of it, because I'm pretty sure to make some of these things you need gravel. I'm just trying to make some room in my inventory at this moment so I can do these things. Oops, there's something else I can go in there as well. Okay, so let's look up lampposts again, because I always have to look those up every single time I make these things. All right, so iron, gravel, and a torch, which I think we actually have on us right now. Yeah, there's the iron. Okay, so we need iron, the torch. Okay, so that makes like a wall lamp, which is kind of cool, and then a little bit of gravel right there. That makes the top of the lamp. Now, I think the pole is just that. Yep, just that. And what's the lamp base? Okay, it's just a piece of iron with gravel underneath it. Good, I can do that. Bam. All right, so let's go ahead and install this right here. Now I know there's one right there, but we do need some light. We need better lighting around the park. That's one thing I haven't really focused too much on. There we go. Bam. Little lamppost right there. Now it looks a little weird with it just being all by its lonesome. So I got to do something about that. Actually, let me get a little bit of bone meal here and bring the grass up a little bit. Something like that. And then I put these away. Now I need them back out. Let's go ahead and, ooh, that connects to it. Okay, so that's something I didn't expect would happen. Let's do that. Let's get the grass back going here, because it means I can't put much around it. One thing that I can do for adding detail, though, and I think I have them in here. No, I don't, but I can make more. I probably have them somewhere, and I'm just making tons and tons of these things. So add a little extra of these guys, just to give it a little extra... extra detailing. Let's see, this kind of thinking and moving at the same time here, and it's sort of like my brain is shutting down. Plus, I'm getting really tired from, like I said, I already recorded the rest of this episode, so I'm like pushing myself here to try to get you some extra content here. Let's go ahead and sprinkle a little of this in, make it a little bit wider. That way it doesn't look as flat right there. All right, I think that's about all I got to do on that side, actually. Let's use this guy to build that up here. Good. Like that. Actually, one little bit of grass is fine. Like that. All right, good. Let's do that also. I think that's all I'm going to need to do right there. All right, that's probably about enough landscaping, because this is really what the pathing is in this. It's just me going through, like, looking at these blocks, going, yeah, I mean, it's a path, it's a road, you know. And I like how it blends actually into Subscriber Park. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, I see Soggy and Carusa's sign, or Carusa's. I don't know how to say that, because every time I think of saying her name there, I always just imagine all these O's in it, so it's always Carusa to me. But one thing that I want to do, because that sign reminded me, and I thought I had one in one of these many chests. Not chests, backpacks. Yes, I do right here. Let's go over here and slap a warning on this this pen. Let's put it right here, right in the middle. We're going to put warning. Let's put this all in caps so that people know it's for real. Hippos might eat your leg through bars. There, bam. That way people have no excuse why they might get attacked by hippos. The sign is there. I mean, so what if it's over here and the hippos are over in this way? So what? Okay, so you do have to get really close to them for them to attack you, though. So, well, all right, we made some decent progress, I think, on the base, or on the base, jeez, on the zoo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties where I kind of missed the entire build process of this exhibit. I'm really frustrated about that. But hopefully you did enjoy this episode. And if you did enjoy this episode, please be sure to smash that like button. Thank you so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this this video for a little bit of time. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.